Hey guys, hope you all have a phenomenal day. It's Ethan Baylor here and welcome to another YouTube video. Now in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I managed to scale one of our skincare brands from 10k a month to 160k a month by using our neurological configuration framework, an in-house system we use to scale multiple skincare, jewelry, fashion and pet brands to multi-six or seven figures a year. And in this video, I'm going to break down A to Z exactly how I managed to do this. So if you are a skincare brand, you can apply this to your Facebook ads and to your marketing strategies and scale your brand as well. Now again, if you found this video useful, feel free to hit the like, subscribe or notification bell. I post every Monday, Wednesday and Friday with valuable content just like this. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, this is how we managed to scale a skincare brand from 10 to 100k a month in just a 14-month period using consumer psychology and paid ads. Now, if you want to check this out, feel free to go to districtmedia.co.uk/skincare-brand/results to check this one out. If you go to districtmedia.co.uk/case-studies, there's loads of different ones for different brands if you want to check them out as well. But here we go. Here's the ad account screenshot. The total add to carts, check out the shade, purchases, value, AOV, amount spent, and realizing you can see here the AOV is actually quite low for a skincare brand. If we got that to $100, which is kind of our aim, the ROAS would have been even higher. And these guys, their break even was relatively low because they had about a 70 to 80% profit margin gross. So you're talking about a 1.43 break even. So straight into the introduction. So obviously in this case today, we're going to explore how I managed to do it. Ignore the 6 months here, that's just a typo. How I went from 10 to 160k using our strategy. Now a bit of background on the client. The client's a relatively new player to the women's skincare space. The skincare space is very, very competitive, men or women. Very, very competitive. A lot of Me Too businesses, very, very saturated. And to be honest, I wouldn't even say competitive. I'd say more saturated because there's a lot of skincare brands out there that are exactly the same. Like you'll see the ads are exactly the same. The USP is exactly the same. They all can get, help you achieve X, Y, Z. They can all help you, get an eco-friendly, sustainable product. It's all more or less the same. There's not much differentiation. Now, this was a new player, which made it even harder, of course. So they offered a range of high-quality organic skincare products to enhance skin health and obviously radiance. Despite having a very, very high quality product line, because usually when we work with brands, we ask them to send us a sample of the product so we can use it to kind of, get a feel for it before we run ads for it. And it was very, very high quality. And I've worked with a lot of skincare brands and I've spoke to a lot of skincare brands, and this product was very, very good. So, they were only generating 10k per month with it, which was, very interesting. Now, the first things first, we can spend up to a week doing this is our in-depth market research. So this is the foundation. This is the fundamentals. This is where everything starts. We need to be identifying pain points, desires, what they aspire to be, their identity, their character roles, their achievement roles, things like that. We 100% recommend our clients, if you don't do this already, I'd do this as well. Have Zoom calls with your best customers, find out why they buy from you, find out why they don't buy from everybody else, what's special about you, what they look about the product. Literally offer them either a free product or a free discount just by and coming on a Zoom call, maybe some online reviews, etc. Really, really good strategy for getting some kind of customer insights. Now, consumer problems across the board are very, very similar with skincare brands. It's all about, like, for example, acne and blemishes. Some creams obviously help moisturize the skin. Some fight acne. Some fight, bags under the eyes, wrinkles. They're all different types. Now, we analyze all the problems. You see acne and blemishes. Many women struggle with acne breakouts, blackheads, and blemishes, which can negatively impact their confidence and self-esteem. So you can see here straight away, we're looking at the kind of emotions that it's going to affect. We can build on these emotions, link them to our identity, and find out who they aspire to be. At the end of the day, we want confidence so they can feel more confident, feel better, have a happier life, get more attention, etc. Now, our clients specialize product formulated to combat acne causing bacteria, reduce inflammation, and promote clearer, healthy skin. That's a bit of a product description. Now, dry and dehydrated skin. Environmental factors, lifestyle choices, aging can lead to dry and dehydrated skin, resulting in discomfort and premature aging signs. The products, hydrating and nourishing products, can replenish the skin's moisture barrier, leaving it supple and radiant. So that's another very, very common one. And what we found out with one of our brands is that we were looking at the comments coming in from the Facebook ads, and 99% were all saying things like, oh, this really helps with dry skin, or I only bought this because of my dry skin. This is a very, very common problem because dry skin can actually lead to itchy skin, which can lead to, acne, pimples, spots, cuts, bleeding, scars, and can really, affect your looks and make you feel really bad. So this is a very, very, really good one to build any ads around this dehydrated and dry skin. Uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation. This is very, very common in a lot of hot countries, Australia, places like that. Uneven skin tone, dark spots, hyperpigmentation can be a concern for many women. Provides targeted solutions with ingredients known to brighten and even out skin tone, promoting a more youthful complexion. That's what they desire to be. It's always important to know what your consumer desires to be. Fine lines and wrinkles. Women age, fine lines, wrinkles become more apparent, causing frustration. Desire to maintain youthful looking skin. Another desire. Offers anti-aging products enriched with potent antioxidants and collagen boosting ingredients to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, sensitive skin and redness. This, again, is heavily linked to dry skin. Women with sensitive skin often experience redness, irritation, discomfort when using skincare products, and it can be very, very annoying. Imagine trying to work and your skin's constantly itching or constantly stinging. It can get very, very annoying. It's got gentle formulations, this product, free from harsh chemicals and catered to sensitive skin, providing soothing relief and soothing skincare experience. Now, dull and lifeless skin, stress, pollution, inadequate skincare can lead to a dull, lackluster skin. This is a very good way to produce, very good way to produce unaware ads. Stress is a very, very common cause of skin problems. So if they're living a very busy lifestyle, they're not, eating the right things, this can heavily lead to skin problems, like bad diet, things like that. When the product exfoliates, revitalizing, glowing complexion by removing dead skin cells and promoting cell turnover. So as you can see what we've done, we've listed every single problem the product can solve, every single feature, and put them together. Okay, that's the main thing here. Sun damage and UV protection. Exposure to harmful UV rays can lead to sunspots, premature aging, and increased risk of skin cancer. Its products incorporate sun protection factors to shield the skin from damaging UV rays and environmental aggressors. This is a very, very kind of easy scroll stopper word here, skin cancer, because people don't realize that, the sun, although, you can get a tan and you may look better, but it can also be a heavy cause for skin cancer. So it's a very, very good angle to go down for ads. Clogged pores and congestion, accumulation of dirt. This can lead to, spots, blackheads, whiteheads, everything. It can make your skin a lot less, elastic. So, you're going to get wrinkles, you're going to get dried skin. Here, under the eye circles, puffiness, aka bags, they really do make you, look tired, look older, look less attractive, which is a very, very big reason people use skincare products to make themselves look more attractive. Now, consumer emotions. This is very, very important because this is how you can create those diamond ads, because we use consumer emotions for the visual aspects of the ads, and we use the consumer problems for what to involve in the ads. So, for example, blackheads, we can mention in the ads, but if we show a video of someone with blackheads, it's very, very common. Everybody does that. But if we show someone frustrated, maybe itching the skin, trying to pop a blackhead and it's not popping, straight away, we've got their attention. So, frustration is the first one. Dealing with persistent skincare problems can lead to frustration, especially if they've tried various products without success. Now, one thing to remember with skincare space, it's very, very unlikely, unless it's men's care, it's different, but if we talk on women's skincare first, it's very, very unlikely that you're going to find someone not using a skincare product. So your goal is to get them off your competitor skincare product onto yours. Most women have a skincare routine, a lot more than men. So, for example, with women's skincare, you want to be producing ads that show your superiority, kind of like product aware ads, and why your ads are better. But then for men's skincare, a lot of men still don't use skincare products, and they don't use that because it feels girly, feminine, may not feel masculine using them. So different ads would be needed for men's skincare compared to women. You'd be more product aware. Men, you can use unaware like Lumen do. However, you're probably looking at more problem solution aware and then calling out a lot of objections early on. Now, the lack of improvement on the skin, the lack of improvement on the skin can also be very disheartening, which can also lead to insecurity. Having all these skin problems can make you feel really insecure, and it makes you feel anxious. You can feel a bit, embarrassed. You can feel a bit helpless because sometimes you can be trying so many products and none work, which makes you feel frustrated. Desperation as well, self-doubt, aging anxiety, disappointment, isolation. You worry about long-term effects. Maybe if I have go in the sun too long, I'll get cancer. Potentially, worse. End up in hospital. Maybe I could get a lot of wrinkles, etc., which may make me look attractive. Age earlier, make people think I'm 60 and I'm actually 30. Things like that. And the main one is feeling unattractive. Now, it's important. What do your consumers aspire to achieve? So, healthy, radiant skin. The primary aspiration for many women is obviously have healthy, glowing, radiant skin. They want a clear complexion, youthful appearance, which leads to confidence boost. They obviously want to be self-care and wellness, nourish and hydrated skin, improvement to specific skin concerns, natural sustainable products, simplicity and convenience. This isn't a major thing for women. For men, this is a big thing when it comes to skincare, but for women, they just want quick results. A lot of women like spending time applying creams. Some people, men are like, they want it done in 30 seconds, not going to bother. As women can happily spend 10, 15 minutes a day just, doing the cream, relaxing, a bit of me time, and a bit of self-love, self-care. You can do like we're ads around the whole idea of like self-care Sunday, for example, things like that. Skin protection, long-term health, calm and soothe skin, and then beauty, ritual, and pampering. So this is basically the identity, their achievement, and character roles. So if someone's got good skin, they don't just look confident and get more attention and feel more attractive, but they also look in life like they've made it. They may have better status because people from a psychological perspective, people who tend to look more attractive, people assume are doing well in life, and it's kind of a status thing. So that's one way. That can be your, achievement roles, and you've got your character roles where you want to look kind of like, if you've got your skincare amazing, you're a very busy mum, all the mums going to be looking up to you. But like how? That kind of like a mum, the wife type character role there. Now, consumer objections. Consumer objections, there's very, very common ones that appear. Your main one, to be honest, is a lack of trust and lack of believability in results achievable. That's your biggest objection. 9 times out of 10, people now know skincare products are good for sensitive skin. It's a minor one. Mentioning it in your ad is very, very easy, but most people know sensitive skin comes. Most people know every product's organic that they buy online, things like that. So, price concerns, not a big one, but it is still one. They can range, high end. This product was very, very high end, but you can have your high end, your low end. You got to be careful because if your product's too cheap and it's too big of claims, people won't believe it. If it's expensive and there's not enough claims, people think it's a rip off. So you got to do, kind of even it out. Product effectiveness, like I said earlier, this is a very, very main one. Will it work? Not will it work? Will it work for me? You can do this by using what we did in some of the ads is we called out an identity. So we'd get their customer avatar and we'd look at their main, who buys their product, the main groups, and we get that to 5 people. And for example, we had old women. So one ad would have like an old woman. We'd have like a very attractive one in another one. We'd have a woman with not the best skin in the other. So we're kind of getting all the type of people that can resonate with it. And within about more or less 3 to 5 people, you can get most of the target demographic within those people. And anybody you miss, it's only about 10% of the market. And obviously, budget-wise, you can go after them after. But really, within 3 to 5 people, you can kind of get the idea behind it. And you can really call them out. So obviously, women have doubts about the effectiveness of mostly every single skincare products. And then the biggest problem is that when they're on a skincare routine, which a lot of women are, they're not just going to swap. They'll do a lot of research before they swap. It's very rare for women not to be on a skincare routine. They're most likely going to be on one. So for them to swap, you've got to do a very, very good job improving your superiority and why they should swap and how easy the swap's going to be. Ingredient safety and transparency. It's a little bit more, for example, in skincare than it is in clothing because this is going on your skin, you're rubbing it in your skin. Allergen sensitivities. Most people are getting a bit more educated now, understanding the fact that, okay, I've got sensitive skin, but this will be good for me. Overall product selection. This is why when we work with brands, we kind of put things in bundles. So something like a moisturizer and all this, we'll have like a bundle of a moisturizer, an exfoliator, and like a charcoal mask. And I may also chucking like something like a free, or put it in like a nice box and then putting like a free face towel or something. So it's kind of a really, really good offer. But in reality, with the pricing, we would have priced the towel in, so it's not really free, but we'll just say it's free. From a psycho perspective, we'll think it's free, but they're still actually paying for it. And then, like I mentioned, this isn't the main one, customer service, but I thought I'd put it on here, and return policy. Not really two main ones. At the end of the day, but return policy isn't that bad for skincare brands. It's bad for fashion, but not really for skincare brands. And then this one you've got to be careful of, because the problem is with here is that if you're running, ads and you're doing these big claims, you need ad account banned. And then Facebook support is awful unless you spend 7 figures a year on ads. Then, you can get your own rep. But unless that, the support's awful. And if you're a small business, spending maybe 5, 10K a month on ads, and, you're not hit the multi 6, 7 figure mark, you're going to have problems here. And if you get banned, you've lost it. It's going to be very hard to get back. Like customization, very, very big one. But not really a big one, but it's very, very common. It seems to be like a trend now, having skincare products that are customized specifically to you. Environmental concerns and peer recommendations. If one girl in the friendship group has got amazing skin and uses product X, everyone in that group is going to use product X. If they're using product Y, everyone's going to use product Y. Exactly how it works. So when you do the ads, if you can target kind of the kind of group, if you have in the ads, like, for example, you can have a group photo. Like we had a group of girls, and we made them kind of the stance, that's what they were wearing, hierarchy them. So there was like the main, you could tell the group quote unquote leader who was talking about how amazing this product was, and everyone around was like looking into it, because a lot of people can resonate with that. Now, on market awareness, we had our unaware market. Now, for women's skincare, this isn't a major one. For men, this is a major one. For women, it's not, because women know they need to use skincare, and most women do. Now, unaware market, they're just completely unaware of skincare products, solutions, and everything. They want an emotion. For example, you can create a few ads here based on the idea of stress, having a hectic lifestyle, having a bad diet. Are you a busy mum trying to pick kids up, feed the dog, and all that? Those ads work okay for kind of converting people, but at the end of the day, most women are on some sort of skincare product. So you need to try and prove your superiority and produce ads that kind of that way. Women are very, very well educated in skincare compared to men. Women know, a lot of the stuff. It's very important to have that research done prior to which kind of stage awareness to do. So stage 2, problem aware. In this stage, they've recognized certain concerns and issues, but they don't know what to do about it. Acne, dry skin, aging. A lot of people have recognized these, but they are suddenly overwhelmed by the amount of options out there. And then upon being overwhelmed, they also don't believe half of them. They've never heard of some of them, and the trust isn't there. Because at the end of the day, if you buy clothing, you're just wearing it. But with skincare, you're rubbing it in your own skin. So that's why they do a lot more research. Women do. Men don't. Men are a bit easier to convert. Women obviously do a lot more research. Now, solution aware. Women are aware that the product exists. They want the solution, basically, of what it comes from. So they want glowing skin. They want wrinkle-free skin. Things like that. Product aware. This is where 99% of our ads were kind of positioned, because we're trying to prove our superiority. And there's a brand right now, I think they're called 47 Serum, that I see a lot of ads are, and they claim to be the miracle serum, and their ads are doing pretty well. I see them all the time on my feed. Very, very simple ad, and they're just basically a product aware ad where they're showing why their product is better than everyone else's. Most skincare kind of brands will hover around the problem aware. So they're saying like, are you tired of dry skin? Yes, people are tired of dry skin. It's not, it's a problem that they have, but there's not much desire there because everyone runs those type of ads. What people don't run a lot of, which is why we were very successful, because we did, is we ran product aware ads. We prove superiority. Why should buy from us over everybody else? Most aware works okay. We mostly use this for retargeting. Your most aware market, they know who you are, they know everything. It's just basically they're doing the research, and price point is a bit of an issue. And obviously, not all women are going to be at all stages. Some may start here, so you'll start with like a solution and then go to your product and then the offer, and then very rarely you'd start here. We were mostly product aware, probably about 90% product aware, 9% most aware, and like 1% unaware. That was it. We stayed away from, are you tired of dry skin? Is acne getting on your nerves? Because everybody runs ads for that. And yes, you will do well running that, but in terms of scalability, that market's so small. Like your unaware is going to be huge compared to your most aware. So when you start running ads and you start to scale and you get to the point where you're spending £1 a day, £2 a day, £3 a day, you can't be doing this. Are you tired of dry skin? Are you seeing signs of aging? Things like that. That's not really going to work at scale. If you're spending less than, 5,000 a month, it may work really well for you. Anything past that, it will not work very well. Your ROAS will drop. You'll be scratching your head and wondering why. So, yeah, that's the different stages we used. It's important to recognize not all at each stage. They're going to be ranging between them, and the message has to pick up where they're going in the head. Now, type ads we ran, we said here, it was clear we needed to be part of unaware and product aware. That was basically it. We didn't really touch with problem aware and solution aware, because at the end of the day, women know they have these problems, and the type of space, it's all about, if you say market's 100%, most of them, I'd probably say maybe 70% of them are already on a skincare, but no, 80% are already on a skincare routine. They just need convincing to swap. That's the biggest part of the market. Getting people to use it who've never used it before is a very, very small part of the market. Getting people to use your product is the biggest part of the market. And a lot of people don't run product aware ads, they run those problem aware ads. Tired of dry skin, tired of aging skin, want to get rid of your wrinkles, things like that. So, setup very, very similar. If you've watched any of our other case study videos, we have one strategy specifically, and I will record a YouTube video on it at some point. But basically, we only really have two campaigns set up. We'll have our prospecting campaign and we will have our retargeting campaign. We do have promo and upsell campaigns. Our promo campaign will be quarterly sales, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, things like that. Very, very rarely used. Potentially used 3 or 4 times a year. Upsell campaigns are only used when it comes to scaling. Here, we're basically targeting people who've already bought from you and just get them on other products. Now, in our prospecting campaign, we'll have 10 ad sets. We'll choose 3 interests related to the brand, kind of like 3 interests related to the consumer. So maybe like going to Starbucks. Maybe their interest in hiking, things like that. 3 interests related to the celebrities, Jennifer Lopez, key figures, things like that they'd look up to, or any type of publications, Vogue, things like that. And then 3 interests would be related to the kind of like lifestyle. So, maybe lifestyles one like Starbucks, interest, clothing, nails, pedicures, manicures, whatever. And then the last one will be broad. Broad is a very, very good interest to run on. In my opinion, if you're starting off and not spending a lot of ads, don't start on broad, because it's a very, very big market and you want to kind of get some sales early on. If you will solely run your ads on broad, it's going to take you quite a while before you get any sales. So, yeah, mostly on broad campaign to, acquire new customers on prospecting campaign. Now, what we will do is we will sift through the ads. We tend to test about, first month, we're looking at about 30 different ads we'll test. And what we'll do is we'll look at the ads and then put the kind of best ad we think will convert best into the interests, alt on interest. Run all testing interests, takes about 2 weeks, test them all, find out which ones work best, which ones don't work best. Then we'll kind of get to either 1 good interest or 2 or 3, and then we'll stack them together. We hope broad works, but it doesn't work all the time, so we just kind of scale an interest. And then we then just go, and then once we find our best interest, we then just put all our creatives in there and then test them in there. Because then there's only one variable difference, which is the creatives. Retargeting campaign, we have 1 ad set, very, very simple. Page view, content, add to cart, initiate checkout. Sometimes things like, we'll add like web visitors, then it's a small, we'll add other things like add payment info, etc. Promo campaign will only have, it says 2 ad sets here, but it'll kind of be our best prospecting campaign will basically go in this. Our best ad set will go in here. So our best type of audience, And then we'll have another audience, which will be kind of to existing customers. So things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, VIP clubs, etc. Upsell campaign, one ad set, custom list or email list, that's it. Strategy, basically retargeting, get people back, prospecting, get new customers. Upsell campaign, upsell them. Promo, bit of both. Acquire new customers and increase in lifetime value. That's basically our strategy. As I've touched on the interest testing, once we have our best interest, we'll put all our creatives in there. It depends on the budget, how many tests at once. We then run the ads for 3 full days. So, for example, if I look at the ad now, they would have run all the 9th, all the 10th, and then all the 11th, and I'll be viewing them today. They must have spent the total target CPA. So, whatever your target CAC is. Once we do that, if anything does well, the ROAS is high, increase budget by 20%, maintain every 3 days. If the ROAS keeps going up, you keep increasing budget. If the ROAS drops, just decrease budget every 3 days as well. Then once we kind of have about 30 ads, probably about 6 to 8 of them will be successful. They're kind of like the strike rate. Then what we'll do from there is test an additional 3 to 5 every single week. Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're scaling. Things like ad fatigue, I don't personally believe in, because we have some ads that have been running for well over a year and some even longer. But that's kind of the strategy there in terms of the prospecting campaign. That's primarily our interest testing and creative testing. And within 30 days, you kind of know exactly what works. And then you just create a few hypotheses with raw creatives and then just go from there. And then the conclusion is, obviously, after 14 months, we managed to scale them all the way to 106k a month from just 10k a month. And then we start looking at other areas. For example, tend to start running with Facebook ads to begin with. However, when you run Facebook ads, get to a certain point, you then start venturing into things like TikTok ads, Google ads, things like that, and expanding your different platforms. You can spend more, acquire more customers. And you keep scaling, you want to make sure as well, there's one key thing here is with your ROAS. So your ROAS needs to be very, very high before you start scaling. So if your break-even is 1.3, you can probably scale anything from 2.8 onwards. Then you start scaling, and then eventually your ROAS will drop when you start to scale. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it doesn't drop below break even, because if you factor in lifetime value, you are going to be profitable. And then eventually, as you start scaling, you start to get better with the ads. You lower your CAC because Facebook is more optimized, and your ROAS gets to a nice, healthy point. But yeah, that is the step-by-step A to Z strategy on how many scale a skincare brand from 10k a month to 160k a month in just a 14-month period. So guys, that is the A to Z strategy and how we actually manage to scale a skincare brand from 10k a month to 160k per month using our neurological configuration framework. If you have any questions at all from this video, feel free to drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, if you find it useful, hit subscribe, like, or notification bell, because obviously we post every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I do not want you to miss out on this valuable content. Now, if you do want me to run your ads, feel free to look in the description and look where it says Aaron Heath Bailey to run my ads. Click that link, book a call, I'll have a quick 15-minute chat, see if you're a good fit for what we do. If not, no worries, just watch as much as content as you can and apply it yourself, or ask your team to apply it for you. Now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.